Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Regarding the concept of the hereafter, the misconception I'd like to discuss today relates to this notion that every sinner who has to go to hell in the hereafter, for him, the torment of the grave begins as soon as he is put into the grave. Now, first of all, it needs to be understood that there are two categories of people on this earth. One of these categories is that these people, their fate is absolutely clear before they die. And for such people, of course, those among them who are sinners, it is for these people that the grave torment takes place. Also, it needs to be understood that the word grave, wherever it is used, of course, the word qabr is used in hadith narratives, and wherever it is used to signify the world of barzakh. We know that the souls and spirits of people are kept there. And people who intentionally deny the truth, for example, who are openly disobedient, and whose fate is absolutely clear before they die, it is only for them that this torment of the grave takes place. And as I said, this torment takes place in the world of barzakh. And there a person, or the spirit or soul of a person, is primarily in a state of sleep. And the state of that sleep is, or the experiences which a person goes through in that sleep is much like the ones which we go through in our dreams. Now, about such people, it is said in the Quran that they shall be punished, they shall be given this torment. So therefore, it needs to be understood that it is only regarding this category of people that this grave torment has to be, is there, and they'll pass through this. Now, there is another category of people for whom the balance of justice shall be set up on the day of judgment, and their good and evil deeds shall be counted there, and it is only after that they'll either go to hell or to paradise. So for such people, there is no grave torment. And they will be, of course, their souls shall be taken to the world of barzakh, and they'll be put to sleep there, and then they suddenly will rise. And we know from the Quran that when they'll rise, they'll just exclaim that they had just gone to sleep for some time or last night, which of course would signify the fact that they were not aware of what happened during this time. So for these people for whom the balance of justice will take place or will be set up on the day of judgment, and their accounts shall be settled there, for them there is no grave torment, and for them their fate will be decided on the day of judgment, and after that, if they are declared to be sinners, then they'll be consigned to hell. So it needs to be understood that this grave torment specifically relates to those people whose fate is absolutely clear in this world. For them, this grave torment begins, and of course, when it begins, then we know from the Quran, as an example, the Quran has specifically pointed out regarding the followers of the Pharaoh, that they are presented before their ultimate destination, which is hell. They are shown this destination, and this showing of their destination itself is an amount of punishment, is a sort of punishment for them. So the Quran in Surah Mu'min says, وَحَاكَ بِآلِ فِرْعَوْنَ سُوءَ الْعَذَابِ النَّارُ يُعْرَضُونَ عَلَيْهَا غُدُوًّا وَعَشِيًّا وَيَوْمَ تَقُومُ السَّاعَةُ أُدْخُلُوا آلَ فِرْعَوْنَ أَشَدَّ الْعَذَابِ. Now, the simple translation would read, and a dreadful torment encompassed the Pharaoh's people, the fire of hell, before which they are brought morning and evening, and the day when the hour comes, it will be ordered, put the Pharaoh's people through a sterner torment. So it is evident from this Quranic verse as well that these people who are openly disobedient, for whose fate is decided in this very world, whose fate is known, they are known sinners, only for them this shall take place. And as an example, the Quran has shown here that the followers of the Pharaoh, they, while being in barzakh, they are shown their ultimate destination. They are shown hell. They are taken there and shown that this is the place that they're going to be consigned to on the day of judgment. And of course, this itself is a form of punishment. So we need to understand this, that the grave torment or the punishment of the grave does not relate to all types of people. It does not relate to all kinds of men or women. As I said, this grave torment or this grave punishment specifically relates to those people whose matter is absolutely clear in this world, and who, therefore, since their matter is cleared for them, the scale of justice has already been set up, their fate has been decided in this world, they would not require any further account to be settled in the hereafter. In the hereafter, they will be consigned to even a further sterner fate, as this particular verse says. So as far as other people are concerned, whose matter is not clear here, they are put to sleep in the world of barzakh, and they shall be made to rise on the day of judgment, of course, and after that their account shall be settled. So we must be very clear in this regard that this grave torment is not something which is meant for all people. It is not something which all people shall pass through. It is only for those people whose fate is absolutely clear in this world. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات.